Hey everyone, update here. I am... What day is it? I just forget to check before I start these things. It is the 29th of July. So I am 2 weeks and 2 days past surgery. It is day 16, I suppose. It's day 3 of dynamic dilation, and the initial surge of energy of like, my body is opened up and it's looser and more relaxed, has worn off a bit. I still feel a lot better than before I started, but the novelty of feeling better is wearing off, and the difficulty of 3 times a day dilation is really setting in. It's just a lot of work. Like, earlier today, my most recent dilation, I speed ran that shit. I wanted to see exactly how long it would take me if I gonna adjust my seat here. Cling to my blanket so that I do not get flagged for adult content. I speed ran it. I took the exact time, and it took me 40 minutes. And that's, getting all the stuff together. That's the dilation with the medium. That's getting the large ready. That's dilation with the large. That's, jumping in the shower, using the syringe, using the HIPAA scrub, jumping out, trying yourself off, using the betadine, using the Silvex cream. That full process, and cleaning off all your tools. That full process, like, done as fast as I possibly can, took 1 hour. And it's not always going to be 1 hour, because I'm not always going to be in that mood, in that mindset. Just be like, go, get it done, do it quick. So this is a 4-hour-a-day thing. It's totally a 4-hour-a-day thing. I was told it was a 4-hour-a-day thing, and I knew it would be, but it's still tough. You don't realize just how much of your time it takes up, because like, you spend so much other time worrying and doing things that are related to dilating, like, especially when you're on as much pain medication as we are. I'll be blunt, pooping is hard. Going number 2 is really difficult. So they give you a bunch of laxatives, but the laxatives don't kick in until 14 hours after you take them. So you need to take the laxatives 14 hours before you want to go to the bathroom, and then you need to dilate right afterwards, and then you probably need to rush down to breakfast, if they're even still doing breakfast, because the free breakfast only lasts until 10 a.m. It's a scheduling nightmare. I feel like I'm playing one of those Princess Maker games, where you have to choose where to send everyone. You have to balance all their energy levels and apparently their dilation levels and their food levels and happiness levels. It's just some real hardcore management. But nonetheless, I am doing well. Despite the fact that I keep adjusting myself, I have found a clever solution, in that they give you 3 pillows when you stay here. And for a lot of this time, I've had 2 at my back and 1 under my knees, just for comfort. But my ass has been killing me, because these beds are rough, and they're not super hard. They're not stone hard. But when you're sitting on your ass and you don't have the option of turning from side to side, or you do, but you have to put a pillow between your legs to stop things from chafing, your ass just gets sore. Like, I want to be on my feet more often, but the second I stand up, my vagina is just like... So I have found a solution. I currently have 1 pillow sort of under my lower legs. I have 1 pillow behind me, and I have 1 pillow under my butt. And the amount of pain relief from having a pillow under my butt is fantastic. I wish I had one more pillow. That's the only thing. I wish I had one more pillow, then I could have 2 pillows behind me, because I don't really have good back support like this. And I can't let my legs just slope downwards, because, you know, that's really bad for blood flow. But at least I found that solution. Here's the big one. Here's the big piece of news. I came to this realization earlier today, and I wanted to share it with anyone who happens to come to Thailand. So one of the biggest problems that you'll run into here at your stay at the Chon Inter is that the Chon Inter's food is trash. They straight up admit, when I first got checked in, they were like, whenever you use room service, leave us 30 minutes to defrost the food. And I'm like, did you just admit to me that your food is frozen? Like, I know Thailand has some different standards, but did you just admit to me that you just used, you know, fucking frozen meals for your 250 baht, like, room service? So just for reference, it is about 250 to 270 baht for anything from the hotel menu, anything worthwhile. And there's not much that's worthwhile. My 3 favorite things that I've found so far are the chips. The chips are actually really nice. They're actually really good. The Thai style fried rice with pork, which is like on the fried rice with pork scale, it's about a 6, but it's serviceable. It's fine. And the ham and cheese sandwiches. The chips and the ham and cheese sandwiches aren't even on the menu that you get in your room, but they're both pretty good. And they're both nice when you're a pinch. But all 3 of them cost like 250 baht. As I've mentioned before, there's a restaurant that is colloquially named the Red Chair. And you can get from them a bowl of great fried rice with pork with this delicious, like, sweet chili sauce. It's not sweet chili sauce, but it is a sweet sauce with chilies in it. It's a clear sauce. I don't know what it is. It's fucking delicious. And the meal itself is delicious. I would give it like an 8 out of 10 on the fried rice with pork scale. And it costs 60 baht. It costs 1/4 the price of the 5 out of 10 that they serve here. But the problem is that no one goes there because sitting down waiting for your meal and then sitting down eating your meal, you just can't do that too often. So basically, you know, I'm ragging on the hotel a lot here, and I'm happy to rag on them because I think they're being assholes, quite frankly. I don't know why there isn't just like it's a fucking ham and cheese sandwich, man. Why does that cost 250 baht? Like, just there are people, about a third, I would guess, about 1/3 of this hotel's clientele are transgender people going through SRS with support. They can't fucking walk or sit down, man. You need some shit on your menu that is just easy and affordable. Like, make me a toasted ham and cheese sandwich for 100 baht, and we're fine. We're totally fine. But yeah, there's just nothing. There's just, like $3 for a toasted ham and cheese would actually be pretty good if I weren't in Thailand, where I can literally go down the road and get fucking delicious fried rice for $2.20. But I just can't. So I'm being ransomed to pay what is for this country inflated prices because I can't sit down. And it's bad. It's really bad. But just today I came up with a solution, and I'm going to act on this solution ASAP. I am going to buy for myself and probably for a few of the other girls a bunch of Tupperware containers. I'm going to go down to the red chair and I'm going to just say to them, meal, container, put in. And I'm going to get them to make that stuff, and then I'm going to, you know, sit down for the 15 minutes it takes to make it, you know, not too long. I can sit down for that long. It's actually like sitting down for long enough for it to made is like kind of rough, but I can do it. Sitting down long enough to eat it, that's the tough part. Takes a bit. So I'm going to go down there with a bunch of Tupperware containers, and I'm gonna start a delivery service. So yeah, this is one of the best pieces of advice that you will find in this video series, and also a piece of advice that I haven't seen in any of the, I haven't seen in the PDF, I haven't seen anywhere else, I haven't seen anyone else come up with this idea. Get a fucking Tupperware container. Just get a Tupperware container, go down to the red chair, sit or stand while they make it, dump the food in there, come back here, eat it, wash the container, rinse and repeat. There you go, 60 baht for dinner every day while you're here, instead of 260. And like the people there are super nice. The first time I went there, they didn't. I asked for a Fanta, you know, a drink on the side, and they didn't charge me for it. It was just 60 baht, like whatever the rice was. They'll give you freebies. The portions are big. They're really fucking nice. They're great people, and you know, Thailand. You know, I've never been out of Australia before, so I imagine that there are a lot of countries like this. But Thailand preys on tourism, and there are some people who are doing this. You know, like this hotel right here, they're doing this. You know, so Dr. Spawn comes to them and he says, "You are the closest hotel. I want to make a deal with you for you to have cheaper hotel rates for my patients in exchange for them always coming to you." And on the one hand, that's pretty good. On the other hand, the cheaper rates, like Thailand has hotel discounts everywhere. Every single day you look, you can find huge discounts on various hotels. And you could find a hotel for the same price, like pretty easily. So we're not actually getting discounted. We're getting the normal discount that you get just by being a bit of a savvy shopper. We're not getting any like super special discount. And you know, Supporn comes up to them, says, "Alright, give us a discount and I'll send all my patients through here and mandate that they stay here so that our nurses have easy access to them." And the hotel staff are just like, "Yeah, we will charge 250 baht for frozen, you know, pre-made frozen meals that no one in their right mind would ever pay that amount of money for, when you can literally walk 2 minutes for better food for 1/5 the price." But those patients can't walk. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a goddamn Tupperware container. I'm gonna go down. I'm going to go down to the red chair, I'm going to ask them to fill up the Tupperware container, and I'm going to start a takeaway service for the red chair. And I'm going to laugh really, really hard if I do this, and they just look at me strange and then reveal that they've had takeaway the whole time. Because no one, if they have takeaway, then no one here knows. If they have takeaway, then no one fucking knows about it. But I'll laugh really hard if that's actually secretly an option. Yeah, not much else to say really. I know I keep adjusting myself and I don't even give a shit. My shame levels were low beforehand, and they have not gotten any higher because I'm uncomfortable. I would say I'm in pain, but I'm uncomfortable, like around the clock. Really, really uncomfortable, 24/7. But yeah, organizing food is important because I'm gonna take that $8 that I save per day, and in the last week I'm gonna buy myself, one extra article of clothing than I would have otherwise. Right, the one other thing I wanted to say, a lot of people talk about how there was a dressmaker. I never heard the full story until I came here. Something about a dressmaker in Staporn's clinic. So it turns out that there was a lady who would come into the clinic and she would make dresses for people. She would take their measurements and she would make a lovely tie dress, tailor-made for this person. And, like, just this really nice thing. And I asked around and found out that it's actually like done through the clinic. The clinic organizes this person. So I go into the clinic and I say, "Hey, I heard something about a lady a tailor lady who comes in and makes dresses for people," and they're like, "Oh no, she died." And I'm like, she oh my god, I'm so sorry. They were so blasé about it. It was crazy. It must have. I mean, I don't think it happened that long ago because I heard from someone who comes here quite often, as a sort of a helper, that that this is a service that happens, but no, apparently the poor lady died. So rest in peace, dressmaker lady. But I asked around, and it turns out that apparently it's a really common thing. If you go to practically any store, any like small dingy-looking store that has clothes out the front, they've probably got like bolts of material in there, and they will probably make you something and take your measurements and make you something if you ask them to. So sometime next week, I've decided that final week is when I do everything. I'm gonna, every second day I'm gonna go out and do a something, including go back to Central and actually give that place a proper look down. I couldn't last time just because of my energy levels. But yeah, if you go to any store that has clothes at the front of it, there's a good chance that they will make a dress for you. But yeah, I was gonna say this earlier. Thailand is a land of tourism. It is their biggest industry, and looking at it, it kind of feels like it's their only industry because everywhere that isn't doing tourism is dirt fucking poor. It's crazy. Like half the buildings are abandoned. There's water damage everywhere. There's people doing stuff like glass making who look like they're working out of buildings that should have been closed, for safety reasons like 30 years ago. It's a really poor country, except then you come across KFC or the pizza company or anywhere that just screams tourism, that gives Westerners some sense of home, and they're just as rich as they are back home. It's pretty sad. So yeah, I think when I go looking for a dress tomorrow, I think that I will not shop or barter as much as I normally would. I think I'll find a place that looks like they do some good stuff, and I'll give them. Look, I'm dirt poor, but I'll give them closer to what they would deserve for the piece than is necessary via competition and bartering. Anyway, that's it for me for today. I'm doing pretty alright. I'm adjusting. I have a week and a half to go till I fly back home. And I can't wait because so many of the procedures, like all the crap with the betadine and the hipposcrub, that all stops after you leave Thailand. So Looking forward to that. Love and respect.